Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sucking the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. Please try, where's the time? Everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York. Oh, the butcher and the baker and the people on the streets, where they go to meet the Mets. Oh, they're hollering, they're cheering, and they're jumping in their seats, where they go to meet the Mets. All the fans are true to the orange and blue, so hurry up and come on down, 'cause we got ourselves a ball, but the Mets of New York town. Give 'em a yell, give 'em a hand, and let 'em know you're rooting and you stand. Come on and meet the Mets, meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sucking the ball. Knocking those home runs over the wall. The east side, west side, everybody's coming down to meet the METS Mets of New York. Of New York.
Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice. Welcome to your home for tutorials, strategy, player profiles, history, reviews, news, tips, and rants, unboxings, Topps baseball cards, and so much more. And we are playing game 3 of a 3-game set. It's APBA Baseball, APBA Basic. This is my game of choice in adolescence. This is the game I learned to roll on the tabletop using. So here we are. We're right about to start. It's going to be Pedro Valenzuela versus Oral Hershiser. So should be a decent pitching matchup. Now I'm pulling out some cards here for the Dodgers. I'm pulling out their cards. I didn't get to. I picked up the 88 set, which gives you the 88 set is going to give you the 1987 season. So it's going to tell you about that season. It'll give you the stats and all that. If you buy any other set, you're not going to get it. And I'm separating the Dodgers real quick here, just going through the set. As many Dodgers as I can find. And that's what I've been doing. As I play a team, I kind of separate the cards. I go in. I've broken them up into National League and, even though there's an American League, National League and American League. And that's what I do. So, but when I face the team, I kind of go through the cards and I separate the team I'm playing slowly but surely. It's not a perfect system. I sometimes leave something out because I'm just kind of bouncing pretty quick from thing to thing, from team player to player. And that's how I'm kind of doing it. So I can just get a feel for what the players look like, for example. You know, it's been a while. I don't remember really these players very well. I was kind of young at that time, and I had my daughter. And so everything, I was in college, I was working, and there was a lot going on in my life. So let's see if we can find Oral Hershiser here. There's Tommy Lasorda, Jeff Hamilton, Tim Cruz, Oral Hershiser. There he is. These cards are gorgeous from the 1988 set, depicting the 1987 season. They're pretty nice. Really nice action shots here. Professionally done, very clear and crisp. I don't know if you can see that, but we're right about to get started. And we're trying to set up a system. Let me see. Got a lot of space on this side. So if I slide this down a little bit, we may be able to get everything in. Let me push that back just a tad, get this over, and we're right about to start. And it's going to be Sid Fernandez, the left-hander, versus Oral Hershiser, the right-hander. The Mets in this season replay, 1987 season replay. This is May 24th, and versus LA, the Mets are 27-13. 27-13. Now, in actuality, the Mets, at this point in the season, after this game, which they lose by a score of 8-6, they were 19-22. Yeah, so we're doing much better than the Mets were actually doing in actuality. They really struggled, but I find that the Mets have a tremendous offense, and this is a killer offense. So let's get started. It's going to be Steve Sachs. I'm keeping track of the stats on my right. Track of the stats on my right using a 7.8, I think, or a 9-inch iPad with iScore uploaded. It's a free app, and that gives me a screen, that gives me a field, it gives me lineups, it gives me a scoreboard. It does pretty much everything for me. It just doesn't it doesn't simulate the season, the whole season, which is what I'm into now, and I'm going to be doing a lot of that. So let's get started. It's going to be Steve Sachs, APBA Baseball. APBA is very quick. 43, and let me look at Sid Fernandez, strike 3. So Fernandez starts the game by blowing a fastball by Steve Sachs. Next is John T-Bone Shelby. That's an 11, and that's going to be a ball that's driven down the left field line, and Kevin McReynolds after rattles around out there, and into second base standing is John Shelby. 1-out double, Alex Trevino. That's a line drive base hit. Alex Trevino, around comes Shelby. There's going to be a throw home, and he is safe. RBI single by Alex Trevino. And the Dodgers are up 1-0. I don't know why that keeps on doing that, but there we go. Should be good now. A little bit quiet in the background, so I'm trying to get a little bit of noise going here. There you go. A little bit of noise. Not too much, just a little bit. And I welcome everybody. So let's see. Alex Trevino singles home. What was that? John Shelby. It's 1-0 Dodgers, and it's Pete Guerrero. Pete Guerrero has been a monster. He's been killing the Mets. Holy smokes. Been totally killing the Mets. Let's see Pedro Guerrero's card. And there he is. Powerful athlete for sure. Hit 27 home runs in 1987 and 500 at-bats. 540 at-bats. Powerful guy. And he's got a 1 at 66 and a 5 at 11. So here's the pitch to Guerrero. That's a 16, and that's a ground ball. Howard Johnson's going to have no play at second, throws across the diamond, and gets his man at first. Moving to second is Alex Trevino. That's Hojo at shortstop today. He's giving Santana a rest. Magadan is at third base. The light-hitting Santana is being replaced for offensive reasons. Mickey Hatcher, now the ex-Met. He's a right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. That's a 13. That's ball 4. So Hatcher walks, shows some patience, and makes it to first base, first and second. 2 outs. Tracy Woodson. Now, the APBA cards have Woody as his nickname, and the APBA cards don't come with any stats. One would have to write those in himself. And that's line base hit. And Mickey Hatcher around to score is Alex Trevino. And Mickey Hatcher in third base, and that's an RBI single, 2-0. First and third, and it's Reggie Williams. Had to create a card using the APBA maker. Phillip's in the house. Welcome, Phillip. All right, it's a 32. That's ground ball, second base. Tim Tuffle. And that retires aside. Mookie Wilson leading it off for the Mets. Pitch from Hershiser, who's a B. 1-5. That's line base hit center field. Wilson takes a big turn around first, and Shelby gets it in quickly. Wilson's got some speed. And stepping into the box is, I don't know why Dykstra's there. Let me double check this lineup, make sure I didn't screw it up. The lineup is going to be. Oh, Lenny Dykstra does lead it off, and it's the same result. So we got to get rid of Wilson. Wilson's not in there today. All right, so we're going to pull Wilson. Dykstra's next. Same result. Dykstra's on it first. Wally Backman, who's up? Wally Backman is up. Oh, wow, Tuffle. Okay. I got to get rid of that. Let me get Backman in there. Hold on. Let me go to the original lineup because otherwise it's going to look like I made a substitution. I don't want to do that. I don't want to lose. So Backman's going to get penciled in. I'll give you the lineup real quick. I don't think I did go over the lineups. That's going to be Backman batting second at second base. Batting third is Keith Hernandez, the first baseman. In the cleanup spot is Kevin McReynolds, the left fielder. In right field is Darryl Strawberry, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Gary Carter. The catcher batting seventh is Hojo. Batting eighth is Dave Magadan, and batting ninth is Sid Fernandez. All right, so we got Wally Backman. And here's the pitch to Wally Backman, and there goes Dykstra, and the throw down. He is safe. Stolen base for Dykstra. And again, we got to write Dykstra in because I had Wilson in there for some reason. I'm going to double check that. I don't know why I was off on that. I had plenty of time to set up this game in the morning before I left to work. And yeah, it's Dykstra. This is the 24th, and it's both Dykstra. Yep. All right, let me see if I get a little bit more light here without messing up the whole. That's okay. There you go. All right. I think that's a little bit better for me. I can see a little bit better. All right, so now it is Dykstra's second base, Backman. The Mets are down 2-0 in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch from Hershiser, 61. That's a fly ball to right. And Dykstra's going to tag up. There's going to be a throw to third, and not in time. So the Mets have a runner on third in scoring position, 90 feet away with one out. All right. So it's Keith Hernandez with runner on third, only one out. Here's the pitch from Hershiser. It's a 55, and that is, gotta look at the chart here, with a runner on third against a B pitcher. That is a fly ball, deep right field. Back goes Williams and makes the catch and scoring easily. Tagging up is Lenny Dykstra. 2-1 ball game, and another RBI for Keith Hernandez. He's been hitting the cover off the ball as of late. McReynolds, 32, and that's a chopper to second base. Steve Sachs over, whips it to, who's over there? To Mickey Hatcher for the out. All right. It's Mariano Duncan leading it off. Here's the pitch from Fernandez, 4-5. That's ball four, so Mariano is on with a walk. We get a square on Hershiser. He's going to try to bunt him over, 66, and he does. And let me take a quick look at the sacrifice hit on that. With a runner on first sacrifice hit. It's a 5-4. Hold on, I got to get this. Yeah, hello? It's around where? There's a lot of traffic going to go up there. Oh, yeah, then I got to order them. All right, I'm going to get the garlic parmesan. Okay, all right, I'll order it right now. Bye. Hold on, guys. I got to put in my dinner order here real quick. So there's going to be a little intermission. Please hang tight. This will just take a second or two. We're making a nice order of garlic parmesan strips, chicken strips on Wednesday. They got a good deal over at our local Wing Daddies. So come to Wing Daddies and have some delicious wings. Yeah, I want to make an order for Tony. Yeah, I want to get a 5 chicken strips, garlic parmesan. Yep. No sauce. That's it. No, we're getting garlic parmesan. Garlic parmesan. Yeah, yeah. No blue cheese or ranch. That's what I meant by no sauce. Sorry. Yeah, 5 strips garlic parmesan. No, thank you. Okay. No, thank you. That's all. Yes. Tony, thank you. Thank you. 830-488. Hello? Thank you. Oh boy. All right, so let's continue this game. A little interruption, but that's worthy of an interruption. Earl Hershiser's up, and he bunts, and that's going to be to Fernandez, who has 1 play, and that's the first base. So moving over to second is Mariano Duncan. All right, so let's get going here on this. Steve Sachs, and that's a 56. That's popped up. Shortstop Howard Johnson's going to call for that. He's under it. 1 away. 2 away, excuse me. And up now is T-Bone Shelby. That's a 12. That's line and caught by the second baseman, Wally Backman, and that retires aside. So we go to the bottom of the second, and it's going to be Darryl Strawberry. It's 2-1 Dodgers. Darryl Strawberry followed by Gary Carter and Howard Johnson. So Strawberry has, I believe right now it's 40 games. He has 16 home runs in 40 games. That's a 4-3, and that's a ground ball, second base. Steve Sachs waits back and then charges it and throws quickly to get Strawberry 1 away. Next is Gary the Kid Carter, and that's a 34. That's a fly ball. High fly. John Shelby puts it away. 2 down. And Hojo. It's a 61, and that is a 22, which I believe is a ground ball to the pitcher. No, to the first baseman. And Hatcher flips to the pitcher, and that retires aside. Let me just make sure that's what it is. I'm 90% sure that's what it is, a 20-22 on that with nobody on. It is. I got it. So I memorized some of these numbers. Not all of them. Hey, don't forget drinks. I'm thirsty. You're funny. All right. Alex Trevino. Oh, wait a second. What is that? Okay. Alex Trevino leading it off. And the last out was Hojo. All right. So I'm going to move this just a little bit. Just going to change the configuration because I'm getting thrown off a little bit by moving sideways like that. So Alex Trevino, it's a ground ball, strike 3. So grounds it foul, and next pitch was Fernandez. High fastball blows it by Alex Trevino, the ex-Met. Pete Guerrero, 55, and that's line base hit to left field. McReynolds plays it on a hop, gets it into Hojo. So Pete Guerrero doesn't have much speed. He's going to be going station to station. Mickey Hatcher, 35, and that is a ground ball third base. Magadan, no play to second. He's going to go across the diamond, and that's 2 out. Over to second is Guerrero, and it's Woody Woodson. It's a 4-6. Strike 3. Big strikeout with a runner in scoring position, and that retires the side. Next is Dave Magadan. APBA baseball's very, very quick. 64, and that's a foul ball. The lefty Magadan. 16, and that's a chopper to shortstop Duncan, and he charges it, throws on the run, and just gets Magadan by half a step. Kind of had a little trouble getting the ball out of his glove. Sid Fernandez, lefty batter, 35. Strike 3, 2 out. Top of the order for the Mets. 2-1 Dodgers. Snake Eyes. That's going to take us to the second column. Lenny Dykstra gets into 131, and that's going to be one hop off the wall. And Dykstra has some speed. He's going to turn around second, going to change his mind, and gets back there. And it's a 2-out double by Nails, Lenny Dykstra. That's the cool thing about APBA. They got the little nicknames. Wally Backman now. Backman's called Wally. Second baseman, fast. He had an 11 of 15. And here is the pitch from Hershiser, 33, and that's line base hit center field. And Dykstra is going to be waved around. He's coming in. The game is tied. Wally Backman, big clutch hit. Took that slider and lined it to center field. John Shelby gets it in. And Wally Backman is on at first. Now it's Keith Hernandez with 2 outs. The game is tied at 2. And at 36 is, Hershiser is a Z, because that's ball 2. High and away. Again, the pitch, and that is going to be second column. And Keith Hernandez lays into one here. And this is going to be pulled down the line into right field corner, Reggie Williams after it. Wally Backman being waved around. Here's the relay, the throw to the plate, and he is safe. Wally Backman scores from first base on that 2-out double. The Mets have taken the lead. And that's what I'm telling you, folks. Mets have a crazy offense. Holy smokes. I mean, they could be down. The other day they were down 5-1, and the next thing you knew, it was 5-5. Kevin McReynolds, 31, and that's a ground ball up the middle and through, and Hernandez is going to come around to score. 4-2 Mets. Mets are the big blue and orange machine. Darryl Strawberry now. Here's the pitch to Darryl. That's a deep drive. He got all of that one. Back goes Williams to the track, to the wall, looks up, that's gone. Number 17 by Darryl Strawberry. The Mets are up 6-2. And Oral Hershiser wishes he had that pitch back. Darryl Strawberry leaned into that fastball and drove it deep to right field. 6-2 Mets. Gary Carter, the pitch from Hershiser. And that's going to be a ground ball, second base. Sachs gets his man, and that retires the side. But the Mets come up with 5 runs, and they take a 6-2 lead. And this has been the story of the season. Reggie Williams now. Pitch from Fernandez, 66. And that's line base hit to left. Williams on with a single. Williams doesn't have a lot of singles on his card. I have to create this card using the APBA, Steve's APBA card maker. This was one card I did not have access to. Mariano Duncan, 55, and that's going to be an out with a runner on first, the 9, and that is a ground ball third base. One play, Magadan with the throw to first and gets his man, 5-3. Hershiser is up. We're only in the top of the 4th, so we're not going to start making changes just yet. And that's line base hit. And let's see what happens to Williams on that. I think he's going to pull up. Williams, a C, a 10, and that's infield hit. Runner to third on that. So it was gloved, kept in the infield, but there was no chance to throw anybody out on that. So first and third, 1 out. Top of the 4th, 6-2 Mets. Steve Sachs, the batter. We're going to try hit and run with Steve Sachs. That's a 15. That is a single I'm sure. Let's take a quick peek. You got to go over the charts on this all the time. And first and third, hit and run, get something going here for the Dodgers. And that's a single to right. One scores and other to third. 6-3. RBI single for Steve Sachs. Runners on first and third. And it's John T-Bone Shelby, the batter. He's a switch hitter. Has a 1 at 66 and a 5 at 11. So he probably hit somewhere in the mid-20s. The APBA cards don't come with the stats on them. It's 6-3, only one out here in the top of the fourth. Sid Fernandez on the mound for the Mets. Runners on first and third. Sachs is always a danger to go. So Fernandez is going to give him a calling card throw over just to keep him close. And here's the pitch to Shelby. And it's a 14, a 12. First and third on a 12. I don't know what kind of result that's going to be. It's going to be infield back to the ground ball, second base. Nope. That's going to be the first one taking it and covering it first. Wait, that's 2 outs. Hold on a second. Oh, Christ. All right, let's see. First and third. All right, infield is back. 3-6-3 double play. So it's a ground ball to Hernandez. He's going to try for second, back to Johnson, back to Hernandez. 3-6-3 double play. Mets are out of the inning. Big defense by the Mets, the Amazons. And hold on a second. He held up there, and he is out on a double play. So they prevent any more runs from scoring here in the top of the fourth. Big double play started by Hernandez. Got a hard-hit ground ball and took a funny hop, but he stayed with it. Through to Hojo, and Hojo right back to Hernandez. And the Mets get out of that inning with only allowing one run. They had first and third with only one out. And it's 6-3 now. Hojo leading it off. Here's the pitch from Hershiser. That's a 6-2, and that's strike 3. Hershiser with the curveball strikes out Johnson. Next is Magadan, and that's Snake Eyes. That's going to take us to the double column, and that's driven deep right field, and back goes Reggie Williams to the track, to the wall. That's gone. 7-3, and that's Dave Magadan gets a hold of one, drives into the right field seats. Oh, there's actually Shea Stadium. There's no seats in right field, from what I remember, but he drives over the right field fence, and the Mets lead it 7-3. Keith Hernandez. 5-6. That's strike 3. Hernandez strikes out. Next is Lenny Dykstra. 14, and that's a ground ball, third base. Woodson up with it, fires across the diamond, and that retires the side. Mets are up 7-3, so the next time, if we can get to the ninth place hitter, we're going to pull Hershiser. It's about that time. Here's the pitch to Trevino, leading it off. 26, and that's a ground ball. Howard Johnson, easy hop, throws him out. Pete Guerrero next, 51, and that's line base hit. So Guerrero is on with a single. He's playing it safe. That's a foul ball. Mickey Hatcher next. Pitch to Hatcher. That's Snake Eyes. That's going to take us to the double column. Double column 31, and that's going to be pulled down the line into left field corner, and stopping at third is going to be Pedro Guerrero. The throw to second, and not in time. Double for Mickey Hatcher. That puts runners on second and third with only one out. So again, the Dodgers are threatening here. So the tying run is at the plate in Woody Woodson against Sid Fernandez. Here's the pitch from Sid Fernandez, 24. That's popped up left field. I don't know if it's going to be deep enough. We're going to have to check with runners on second and third. Runners on second and third, and our left fielder is McReynolds. He's a heck of a left fielder, but that's going to be deep enough, and they're going to try to score him. We're going to get a play at the plate, and Guerrero is actually, you know what? They're going to hold Guerrero because he is a slow runner. He's not going to try to score on that because that wouldn't be right. We're going station to station. We are 3 runs down here. So that's a pop fly to left field. 2 outs. And Reggie Williams. Here's the pitch to Reggie Williams, and that's a 56. That's popped up. Shortstop Hojo under it makes the catch, and that retires the side. So the Dodgers lead 2, score none, and in the bottom of the 5th, it's 7-3 Mets. It's going to be Wally Backman leading it off here. What happened to Backman? There he is. Not that happened to him. All right. Here's the pitch to Backman, 66. That's going to be second column deep drive. And this is a ball that's deep in center field, and that's gone. Wally Backman, right center field, gets a hold of one, and it's 8-3 Mets. Another home run allowed by Oral Hershiser. So the Mets are teeing off on Oral Hershiser, and that's going to be it for Oral. He's going to get pulled. Holy smokes. He's been pounded so far. We're going to bring in Brad Havens. Brad Havens is coming in. 8-3 Mets. And we're going to see if we can move through this game a little bit. Really struggling to get through this game. It's really a slow pace. All right. Hernandez 4-3, and that's a ground ball to the second baseman, Steve Sachs. And he throws him out. That's 1 away. Next is Kevin McReynolds, 62, and that's lifted to right. In the gap, Williams runs it down. 2 down. So Havens settled things down a little bit. Brad Havens, a 36, and that's ball 4. So Darryl Strawberry walks. And next is Gary the Kid Carter. Here's the pitch to Carter, and there goes Strawberry. Throw it down from Trevino, and he is safe. Darryl Strawberry steals second base. The pitch to Carter, 55. That's line base hit. And that's run number 9. 9-3 Mets. RBI single, 2-out single by Gary the Kid Carter. Scores Strawberry. And Hojo, 42. And that's ball 4. First and second, 2 outs. Dave Magadan, he's 1 for 2 with a home run and a ground out. That's a 63, and that's a deep drive. Center field, John Shelby on the run. Leaps, and nice catch by John Shelby in center field. Go to top of the 6th. 9-3 Mets. So Mets scored 2 more in that inning. And it's Mariano Duncan. That's a 33, and that is line base hit. Duncan on with a single. Hershiser's out, and Havens, you know what? We're going to bring in a pinch hitter real quick here. I'm going to bring in a kid called Bill Madlock. Not a kid. He's been around a while, but he's on this team for a while longer, so I want to use him. I think Bill Madlock won a batting title one year. So Bill Madlock's going to come up and pinch hit for Havens, and then we're going to get who are we going to get? Who are we going to call? I guess we are going to call a guy named Tim Leary. Tim Leary will be next as well. All right, so it's Bill Madlock. Steph's pitch from Fernandez. Strike 3. Curveball gets Madlock. Steve Sachs now with 1 out. Mariano Duncan at first. Pitch to Sachs, 35, and that's a ground ball, third base. Magadan in the hole and spins, throws to first, and he got him at first base. Great play by Magadan. Had only 1 play, and that was the first base. John T-Bone Shelby with a runner at second base. He's 1 for 1. He doubled and grounded. Wait a second. He's 1 for 3. Doubled. Hit a line drive and grounded out. Here's the pitch to Shelby, 33. And that is a ball that's driven over Dykstra's head. And that's going to go around into second base. Shelby with a double, a 2-out double, RBI double for Shelby. It is 9-4. So drove that Sid Fernandez fastball deep into center field over Lenny Dykstra's head. That's a 66 Trevino. That's going to take us to the second column. And that's a ball that's driven deep to left field. Back goes McReynolds to the track, to the wall, gone. 9-6. Alex Trevino gets a hold of one. And now the Dodgers are within 3 runs. 2-run shot. Alex Trevino, 9-6 now. And we get some action in the Mets bullpen. Pedro Guerrero. Oh, boy. That is pulled down the line into the left field corner. And playing it off the wall is McReynolds. Into second base is Guerrero with a double. And we're going to look. We're going to grab the Mets right now. We're going to bring in somebody here. We're going to bring in Terry Leach. Terry Leach is in for the Mets. That's it for Sid Fernandez. Davey Johnson pulls Sid Fernandez. He's had enough. All right. And we're not pulling a double switch here. You know what? With 2 outs, and we're going to have to pull a double switch. We're going to undo that. Let's pull a double switch of some kind very quickly. No. And we're going to put him in the 8th spot. Leach is going to come in. He's going to bat in the 8th spot. And there you go. In the 9th spot, we're going to get a new Johnson's going to go to third base. So Johnson is going to play third. And the new shortstop is going to be Santana. Santana's coming in, and he's going to bat 9th. Let me see. Where is Santana? He should be – there he is. All right, he's in a shortstop. So let's grab Santana real quick. So Santana's going to be in there. He's going to be batting 9th. Terry Leach is coming in to pitch. He's a right-hander, and he's a BZ. He's going to face Hatcher with the tying run on deck. Here's a pitch to Hatcher. That's going to be a 16. That's a ground ball up the middle, and Santana gets there and throws out Hatcher. Nice play by Rafael Santana from Dominican Republic, De La Cruz, La Romana, Dominican Republic. All right. So it should be. Oh wait, let's get Santana in there. Okay, Rafael Santana against Leary. Got to get a new pitcher there, Tim Leary. Here's a pitch from Leary. That's a 36, and that is strike 3. Slider gets Leary. Slider gets Santana from Leary, and it's Dykstra. 6-2 fly ball right field. Gerald Williams back a couple of steps, settles under it, makes the catch, 2 down. Settle down a little bit, Lenny Dykstra now. Say ground ball and through the right side for a base hit, 2-out single. Keith Hernandez now. We're only 31, and that is a little flare that's going to drop in, and it does in front of Shelby in center field, first and second. Should have gotten to third. Backman should have gotten to third, but not in that little flare, I guess. I don't know. Must have got distracted. McReynolds, first and second, 2 outs. Leary's pitch, 33. Oh, boy. A 5. Oh, Mets is going to score some more runs here. So first and second, third, and that's a 5. And that's a ball that's pulled down the line into the left field corner. That's going to roll away from Guerrero. Misplays it and has to chase after it again. Took a kind of a wrong angle on it. And around second is McReynolds in to score his Backman and Hernandez. It's 11-6, and McReynolds is in with a triple, a 2-out triple by Kevin McReynolds. Wow. 11-6. Kevin McReynolds and Darryl Strawberry. 26, strike three, and that retires the side. So Tim Leary strikes out Strawberry. We go to the Terry Leach, blah, blah, blah. Yep. It's Terry Leach against Woodson. We are in the top of the seventh. So 26, and that's strike three. Fans Woodson. Next is Reggie Williams, 42, and that's a 40. That's foul back. 61, and that's a ground ball, shortstop in the hole. Long throw for Santana, and gets him. 2 down. Mariano Duncan, a 15. That's line. Base hit to right field. Darryl Strawberry plays it on a hop, gets it in. There goes Duncan. Why he's stealing, God knows. And the throw down, he is safe. Let's see where that's going to be the pitcher spot. So we're going to have to bring in another pinch hitter. And then we can bring in Howell. Let me make sure that Howell was around, and I believe he was. Howell was around. Havens Howell. Yep. All right, we're going to bring in another pinch hitter. It's going to be – who's it going to be? Ghostbusters. Who's it going to be? Let me see. Where are my pinch hitters? All right. It's going to be Kenny Landreau. Kenny Landreau is going to pinch hit. So let's get Landreau in there. All right. So the score is 11-6. It's the top of the seventh. There's 2 outs. Runner on second base. Kenny Landreau's pinch hitting for the last pitcher, who was that? Tim Leary. Here's a pitch to Landreau. That's a 5-1. That's ball 4. So first and second. Steve Sachs. 2 on, 2 out. 11-6 Mets. Pitch to Sachs, 36, and that is a potential walk. It's going to be ball 2. Again, the pitch to Sachs, 44, and that is going to be a ground ball. Shortstop, Santana flips to second baseman, Backman, and that retires the side. So we have bottom of the seventh. Gary Carter leading it off. It's going to be Howell on the mound, throwing his warm-up pitches. Ken Howell. Ken Howell has a good fastball. He's got an XY for APBA. That's pretty good. This has popped up. Alex Trevino throws his mask away, settles under it. I don't know why. Wait a second. That was Hojo. That was Carter. Pops up, so 1 away. Next is Howard Johnson, 24, and that's a fly ball, left field. Guerrero, over. Makes the catch, 2 down. And Dave Magadan, pitch from Howell, 52, and that's going to be strike 3, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. That's a nice inning for a change. Shelby, Leach against Shelby. That's a 46. That's a strikeout. So Leach rings up Shelby. And Trevino's up now. 32, ground ball, second base. Wally Backman zips it over to Hernandez, 2 down. We're in the top of the 8th, 11-6 Mets. So 46. That's strike 3, and that retires the side. So great job by Terry Leach. Santana, 14, and that's a ground ball, third base. Terry Woodson throws him out, 5-3 if you're scoring at home. Let's see who we had. We had Johnson. It should be Santana now. Wait a second. Let me see what happened that last inning. Hojo. Okay, Terry Leach. Wait a second. Okay, so leading this inning off is going to be the pitcher, Leach. So we are going to let Leach. You know what? I'm going to bring in Mookie Wilson to bat. So let me undo that. Now let me redo that. It's Santana's leading it off. So Leach must have batted already. Okay, so he batted already. So we got Santana. Santana made an out, and now it's going to be Lenny Dykstra. Here's a pitch from Howell, 5-3. That's a potential error. That's a 6-1, and that's a ground ball shortstop. And Duncan boots it. E6. Dykstra's on with an error, and next is Wally Backman. Snake Eyes, that's line, base hit, center field, and over to third is Dykstra, first and third. That's again, they're threatening here in the bottom of the eighth. Here's the pitch to Hernandez, and that's a ground ball up the middle and through for a base hit. Stopping at second base is Backman. RBI single for Keith Hernandez, and it's McReynolds. McReynolds is 2 for 4 with a single and a triple. Pitch from Howell. That's a 12-25. That should be a double play. Pretty sure that's a double play. First and third. We're not playing the infield in at this point. It's 12-6. Oh, no, it's first and second. Excuse me. First and second. This is almost a guaranteed double play, and this is a ball that is ground ball to short. He's going to flip to second, back to first. 6-4-3 double play. Duncan to Sachs to Hatcher, and that retires the side. 6-4-3 double play. All right, Mickey Hatcher, top of the ninth. And let's bring in a new pitcher here real quick. We're going to bring in Gene Walter. Who do we have? Hatcher, a righty, 3 righties. So let's bring in a righty. Let's bring in McDowell. Give him some work. Roger McDowell coming in. All right, pitch to Hatcher. Let's get McDowell in there very fast. There he is. He's in. That's a 14 ground ball, third base. Backhanded by Johnson. Long throw to first. Nice play. 5-3. 1 away. Mets are 2 outs away from their victory number 28. They'll be 28-13. They can hold on in this game. Woodson is 1 for 4. He's singled, struck out, flied out, struck out again. It's 25, and that is a ground ball, third base. Johnson up with it. Throws him out. 2 down. Reggie Williams. And 34 is a ball lined to center field, and racing in is Dykstra, and he's there, and that's the ball game. Lenny Dykstra got a good jump right off the bat. Got a good jump, and the Mets win it. They win their 28th game, actually. They're going to be 28-13 in 1987, our 1987 replay. And the win in this one is going to go to, Sid Fernandez. He got the win in this one, I believe. Yeah, they didn't start scoring until the 7th. And then when I pulled them, and there's no saves or anything like that. This game was a big lead. And then it's going to be, the loss is going to be, Oral Hershiser is going to take the loss in this game. And I'll give you the info. It's 6 runs. The Dodgers, 6 runs, 14 hits, 1 error, 10 left on base. The Mets, 12 runs, 14 hits, no errors, and 4 left on base. So the Mets were able to basically capitalize. Hey there, man. Steven Conrad says, hello. If you're going to do a 62 Mets replay, thinking about doing one. Well, you never know. You're putting ideas in my head. I don't know. I can't overextend myself too much, but yeah, I know that he's going to get plunked the next time he comes up. They're not going to be happy with Strawberry, but APBA's that way. APBA just kind of tells you when you got to steal bases, and if you don't, you're not going to have. I could next time I may just be like, no, lead's too big. But yeah, that's going to be the deal for today. So the loss goes to Hershiser, the win goes to Sid Fernandez. Mets are doing great in this replay. And remember, this is your home for tutorials, strategy, player profiles, history reviews, news, tips, rants, tops, baseball cards, and lots of chit-chat. Don't forget that. And this is CP Cards and Dice, and I will give APBA a break for about a week. I usually try to pull it out every week, and I'm going to give it a break for about a week probably. I'm going to be playing Inside Pitch, my 76 Yankee replay, and then my 1969 Mets replay using Payoff Pitch. And but I do keep APBA on the board because APBA was my first game ever, and it's close to my heart, and I'm a sentimental guy, so I play APBA. I call this my Cold War McCarthy era game. Um, because it just wasn't changed much. After 1958, they really never made any changes to this particular system. It's still in play. So this is an old school system, takes you back. It's like a time travel thing for me. Very, very kind of simplistic. Um, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time. I mean, this was a 50-minute game. These games shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. But when you have 28 hits and 18 runs, it's going to take a little bit of time. That was basically the issue. So every so often, and I'm surprised Hershiser, I mean, got beat up pretty good by the Mets. But I told you, Mets have a crazy offense in 1987. They were only 3 games, I believe. I'm going to double check this, but I think there were 3 games behind the Cardinals. Three games away from winning the division, which would have been amazing because it would have been 86, 87, 88. They had a heck of a team. A little bit of a dynasty, a Met dynasty during this period. They were in '88. That's one of my favorite seasons of all time. They were 1 game away from going into the World Series, and Dodgers beat them, and they were highly favored. The Dodgers were the underdog, and the Mets were highly favored, and they still couldn't pull it out. That was really disappointing. I was heartbroken. But a 62 Mets replay, that would be very, very cool. And it's a little bit before my time, to be honest with you. And then I got to go back because the older I go back, the more research I have to do and the more time consuming that is. And the harder it is to get little little trinkets and souvenirs and stuff to bring the game to life, like baseball cards and little magazines and stuff, because then the prices really get expensive. So that's what's going on there now. I went to Chris White. Chris White is on the APBA forum on. He's a really nice guy. APBA forum on Facebook, and he made these really cool envelopes. I got the Mets, and I got the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I got a whole set for the season. So I put these cards away in these nice envelopes. And these are very, very cool, and it adds some character and some color to the experience of rolling tabletop. And periodically I'll do stuff instead of buying a new card set and never getting to that card set. I'm trying to kind of, lighten my load right now. I'm trying to sell some sets that I know I have like doubles and triples, like I have them in 3 different games, and I know I'm never going to play the same year in 3 different games. There's just not enough time. And if I ever want to do that, and I'm crazy enough to do that, well, I'll maybe sell one that I have and buy another one, a new game system that I want to use. But yeah, so I'll do that. And I got the baseball cards too. This game was Sid Fernandez and Oral Hershiser, the '88 set. Beautiful photography in that 1988 set of the 1987 season. Why did I pick this? Because I didn't want to do '88. I don't know why. And I sold '86. So I had '87. I said, man, I looked into '87 a little bit, said the same players. They had good seasons. And they're only 3 games out of first place. And I said, well, that'll be pretty exciting to do that. Dodgers aren't happy yet. So anyway, this is CP Cards and Dice saying thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hello. I gave a little APBA baseball, APBA basic, very, very simple. There was a lot of action in this game. Hope you enjoyed it. And I think my food's here now, and I don't want them to kill me, so I'm going to take off. CP Cards and Dice saying adios, amigos.